Oh, the wife's just walked in and scared the shit out of me as we went live. That was.
Good evening, people, and good evening, Josh's pants and outfit.
What the fuck? Good evening, everybody. How you all doing? Literally, as it came off the fucking music, she walked in the door. Jesus Christ. How's everybody doing? Is everybody all right? Good evening. Good evening, chat.
Good.
Oh, good.
Good evening, Lloyd, Vinny, and Tiny C over there. We all know what C stands for, so, you know. We'll just leave.
I don't know. Yeah,
just-
could be many things.
Vinny, we're like 1 minute into the show and you just dropped the C-bomb. You hate dropping the C-bomb.
Lots of C-bombs tonight. Talking out in here.
How's everybody doing? Who have we got in chat? Even Josh, even Tracy, Nick, got Dion, got Craig, got Andy, Murray. Good evening, everybody. I'm sure there'll be some others around in a bit.
I'm doing okay. A bit like my Pierce's review. It's okay.
It's doing all right for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice to see Vinny up in the good figures.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's because you've been it's because you've been reviewing shit, Vinny. I'm going to be honest, mate. Here's another review on another smock
Another
pod.
Pod. Give me something good to review and people are actually watching.
Yeah, well, there we go. There we go.
Can I just outline how well my week's going so far?
Go on then, Lloyd.
I've been sitting, whilst we've been waiting, in the wrong show.
Lloyd, so was I.
It wasn't
why you
until
want me
it wasn't until the music was gone. I was like, "This hasn't updated for me," and then I've had to go onto your channel properly, and there was live one.
Yeah.
So that sums up my week.
Oh, is it being odd? Is it being a funny little fucker?
No, I thought I was sat waiting for it to start, and it wasn't. It was something else I was waiting for to start.
Well, there's also someone else waiting in that other one. So
Yeah, I think it was me, Lloyd.
No, still waiting.
Oh, okay. Just someone want to maybe drop a message in there and go to this one.
I don't know where it's from now. I'm not going back to it. I won't get back out.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's all views. It's all views.
It's really weird because mine and Lloyd's like lighting in the background makes us look like we're in the opposite end of the same room.
It is quite similar, isn't it? Literally opposite ends of the country, though.
Yeah, I know. Literally, we couldn't really be that much further apart, could we? Exeter and Edinburgh. It's a bit of a mish. It's a bit of a mission. Yeah, and the chat's not updating either, is it?
No, I've just noticed that it's not moving at all, is it?
Well, that was the last comment. So, but usually they come up from before that. It's a bit weird.
But the YouTube one isn't either my end, unless nobody said anything.
Somebody in the chat say something, please.
It's all going tits up.
Yeah. I'm going to check my phone. Nick will tell me if there's something weird going on, I'm sure.
Oh, no, there we go.
There we go. Thanks, guys. Chris,
no one's talking.
Chris is just eating his McDonald's because he ordered it at 6:30 and it's just arrived. So,
I go to God, they've added some special sauce on there for him.
Yeah, the driver's definitely added some special sauce for him, 100%.
Yeah.
Thank you, Murray. It's a cracking RDA, and I am still my daily driver on there. It's RTA, not RDA.
You just need a beautiful regulated mod to run that on, Vin.
Well, I have got that vicious amp.
You have, yeah.
But I'm just running at battery life. Battery
Yeah.
life rocks, man. On
Yeah,
two
that's the thing.
cells.
Oh, yeah, on a dual cell on fucking on something like that, you just battery life for literally days.
I literally used 6% in like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's great for work because
have
I don't want to take the vicious ant to work for obvious reasons because it gets chucked around my car. Thus, I switched over to the full stainless setup on the Perseus, so I didn't break the glass. Jobs are good.
I've been looking at the Amadeus, the dual coil one.
Yeah, nice.
That's actually not the new one. That's an old one, Lloyd.
Oh.
He's just done some 3D graphics of that. That's actually an older RTA. The
Yeah, but I
newer
think-
RTA is a different deck.
Oh.
Well then.
Josh
This
King,
is
it
just
was
the
my
one that
first
you-
real review in a long while. If I'm honest, a long while. And it's one I took my time over and I wanted right. There's a few little
Even ask for
issues still.
some feedback, like in the DMs as well.
I did.
Give me honest feedback.
I didn't
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
that,
I did.
so I didn't.
No, I did it personally. I didn't put it in the group chat. I don't think I'm quite ready for your feedback, Josh.
What are you doing to that fucking RTA, Vinny?
No, it's more the
Jesus.
close up because I've obviously now got a specific close up area and camera and lighting and everything for it, and I'm happy with it now. So, cheers, Josh King. Thank you.
Although, see, I'm saying that I want to get the Amadeus, but I'm really enjoying this single coil for this Kumo. So
It's good, man. Mate, single coil rocks.
Yeah, and don't even need to be technical builds in them.
No.
That's what blew my mind.
A
Yeah.
little single fuse Clapton, mate, and you're golden. You could even get away with a decent little round wire build, to be honest with
Yeah, that's what I've got. A basic 980 in here, and
Yeah.
it's fucking banging.
you. I'll send you up some of the coils that I get, Vin.
Them posh ones.
Yeah, the scrape ones.
Yeah. Oh yes, that would be fucking nice.
Yeah,
I'll
they're
probably
nice.
love it even more then.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry, Josh. That does mean I won't be ever sending you it.
No, that's fine. It's all right, mate. I knew it was never coming my way.
Oh,
Got an
Josh's
MI80.
internet let him down.
oh,
Did it glitch then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Oh.
Massively.
you've got little yellow bars next to your name for us.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay. Weird. Weird. I probably do have the slowest internet here, though.
Yeah, but it's the most reliable for some reason.
Solid, mate.
Like I said, yeah, I've got the best internet just now, right?
Solid. Yeah, but
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, Exeter isn't that big a place, you know. What? There's 120,000 people here. It's not that big. Actually, I say that plus another 30-odd thousand students that are here at the minute.
Students,
But
yeah.
it's a big place. Too many people from my liking.
Wait there, you live in Edinburgh.
I know too many people there too.
Ah, okay.
I don't like leaving the house. This is my safe haven. This chair is my safe haven.
That's what I need next, a decent swivel chair, because I'll go have to get rid of my nice comfy chair.
like,
it's not practical.
all I'm gonna say is don't cheap out.
Yeah.
Secret Labs, mate. Secret Labs.
To be honest with you, this wasn't hugely expensive. I think it was what, 120 quid or something, and it's comfortable enough. But you do notice it once you've been sat in it for a few hours.
This one I can sit in it. Obviously, for when I start working at half 8, I can...
Now Vinny's gone.
Now it's Vinny.
look at that face he's paused on that. Glitches this evening. Oh well.
That's it.
Oh well.
Maybe it's the whereby of hamsters that aren't working too well.
Am I back yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
are.
back, Kev.
You've still got yellow bars next to you, but yeah, you go. You're back, and you just cleared up massively. Like,
I'm guessing my children are the hardwired now. The loft's been changed into the playroom and they're hardwired in like I am. And I'm guessing they're battering the shit out of my internet like that.
yeah. Yeah, mine shouldn't be. I think this is the only thing that's running currently. The missus is on her phone and my phone's on, so it shouldn't be. It should be fine. But I am 3 floors up, so.
I was
But then
just thinking, since Chris isn't here, should we change up the structure of how we do it today? Start with news rather than what we're vaping with.
And then
Yeah,
do
we
what with it when Chris is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Also, once we're done with the intro part.
The thing is, I can tell you what Chris is vaping.
Yeah, that's true.
Chris is vaping his Valhalla and his Hog.
It's the juice that we're interested in with Chris.
Yeah.
I know he's got Shamrock Cookie in one of them.
Yeah, well, there we go. So, and he's probably vaping.
I can't believe it's only just tried Shamrock Cookie.
He's just put Dove Po in it, just to annoy me. He's actually spelled it Dove Po.
Oh my
Oh
lord.
no, that was Nick. Nick's just done that. Well done, Nick.
Oh dear. Yes.
You never. I don't know why you just didn't sit onto your food arrived, and when the doorbell rang, just disappeared off then. Like,
It's
He wanted the half
Chris.
day today.
Gosh.
He wanted the half day, that's all. Part timer.
yeah.
Part-time. Oh, look at that.
You mentioned my name too many times, you should
Look.
ripping the shit out of me
Tricks
on
himself.
live.
If anybody noticed that when we came on the chat earlier, Lloyd went, "Oh, we've got reverse Morpheus on the show this evening." Reverse Morpheus with Chris in his glasses. To which I quickly called him Porpheus.
More Porcius than anything.
Porcius. You are. Yeah. If there was like an alternate alternate universe for the Matrix, and Morpheus was a pig.
I'm glad to do it.
Jesus Christ. I bet that's why he bought them glasses as well, but he won't admit it.
No, they're actually prescription glasses.
Have you seen those videos where they're like Matrix done on a budget? Boom.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant. Should we do it right now? Chris is here. Should we do a quick what you're vaping before his food arrives?
Yeah,
well,
go on.
If
then,
it ever
Chris.
arrives.
Start with Chris.
Go on then, Chris. You go first.
Well, there's no point saying my first one because you've already said it, so I'll get straight to the second one. I'm on my gear with me Elite V2.
Gear.
Gear.
I didn't
Yeah.
know you had one of them.
Yeah, you do. I bloody bought it on that auction, you dipshit.
Yeah, he bought it on the. He
I
bought it on
think
the
everybody
auction.
got a gear on that auction, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty. Two Vinny.
I won't paying over 15 quid for
There
one.
was like how many? There was like 6 or 7 gears, wasn't there? Like,
Something like
geez.
that, yeah. Now, I was on the Yorkshire Vapes rhubarb and custard, but it's flavourless and complete crap and completely pissed off, so I went back to the Shamrock Cookie, which, as Vinny says, he can't believe I've only just started trying it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, seriously, it's.
It's like intense after eights.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. It's really sweet as well, which always goes down really well with me. And then on the gear, I'm on the Unicorn Cookie headbutt, and that's it.
There we go.
See you later.
Sweet.
So, bye bye.
There we go. I'm only on 2, so I'll go quick. I'm on Wicket Bliss DNA 60 as always, because it never really used my hand, and my KHW Dwarf DL that has in it some. Why did I put my juice all the way back there? I'm still on that Squeeze Blue Raz because I'm just seeing the end of that off, and then I just picked up my Overkill, my big multi-skull Overkill with the trilogy on top, and that's got Sad Boy, key lime cookie. And that's it.
Lloyd's scraping around looking for some. I'll quickly go. I'm on a full fatality setup, mod and RTA. In there, I've got some Sad Boy Shamrock cookie.
Lloyd, you better be on the Shamrock.
I'm running my Lost Vape Thelma with my Perseus on purely for battery life because it's my all
Purely
day
for
work
battery
carry.
life, but you've got like a £30 mod with like a 200 pound RTA on it. I love
Don't
it.
care. Don't care.
I know.
In there, I've got some mango blood from Sad Boy. And I've got my Velocity, my other all-day carry. And in there, I have some Sad Boy key lime cookie.
Good old
I said
key
I'd
lime.
try it again.
How are you finding that mango blood? I was tempted to get it, but it lost out to the rhubarb and custard.
It's probably the best straight mango liquid I've had.
I mean,
Or is it pure mango?
It raises more questions than because the mangoes bleed. I've never seen a mango bleed.
But is there a red mango? Like the blood oranges? Is there a blood mango?
Don't know. I've only ever seen the standard
But
mango.
I'm actually running the mango through the Perseus, and it's it's really juicy.
Yeah, that's the nice thing with like single coil vapes because they're really flavourful, but they're quite intense in the mouth.
Yeah, it's really moist and I know people will be freaking out because I said the word moist, but it is moist. It just tastes juicy.
Yeah, it's exactly what I get from the KHW. It's the same sort of thing I get from the tripod. Or any other single coil.
It just makes it so much more Moorish.
It gets quite warm because you take like a slower, more like fuller hit on it. It just sort of warms up and the flavour just gets more intense.
It does. Definitely agree with you there. Definitely agree with you. And Lloyd, go on then. What are you vaping on?
I've got quite a few because I've reworked all my RDAs. So I've got the
1 hour later. I just need that little. I need that little thing.
Clutch S18 with the Asgard mini on it. Inside that, I've got the Keyline cookie. Overkill with the Asgard. Inside that, I've got Nonna's Pie. Atom with the Wrath on top, and I have in that Blueberry Jam cookie.
Oh,
What's that, boy?
The blueberry jam cookie's really nice, man. I forgot about the blueberry jam.
Yeah. And then I've got the Odin out of retirement with the Kumo on top, and surprise, surprise, fucking Sad Boy happy ending on it.
But no Shamrock.
I think that's me.
Chris's McDonald's. Happy ending before it gets to him.
I've got this and something, but I didn't care what I've got.
It'd be mouldy and disappeared.
So you've got a juice, but you don't know what it's in.
No, wait. This is in the Kumo. So what's? No, this is in the Kumo.
Vape it and find out.
Yeah, what's in this one?
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't drink.
in the Murals and the Nitrous, I've got this one.
The Punchberry word.
Yes. I also got loads of new sales this week, so.
Yes, you did.
To be honest, I really need to go on like a cell, like just replace all my cells. I need to do it.
Yep. Same here.
I just replace them all at the same time, so I know that they're all.
Tracy, just to tell you, if you go to Washington Vapes, their Sad Boy is only $4.99 a bottle. Now you do pay a $5 postage, but that's a 100ml bottle, and if you're still only buying one, that's $10 a bottle. That's still generally cheaper than most shops actually sell it for. Anyway, I'm not bigging up Washington Vapes. I'm not anything, but that's where that's where we all got us from because it's such a good deal. We just went and bought a shitload. You buy it somewhere like Evo, you're looking £15 a bottle. Mm. So if you actually go into a bricks and mortar store, you're looking near a 20.
Yeah, even E-Sig 1, I think they're like 13 quid or something.
Yeah. The cheapest E-Sig 1 I've done it was 11.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was getting it from before we had.
I will warn you, their site isn't the best, and you do have to register with them to be able to order. You have to create an account to be able to order.
Yeah.
And the postage is a flat fiver, but it's £5 for Royal Mail or £5 for next day DPD. So
Yeah,
£5
no
next day
brainer.
DPD
No
for me.
brainer. And like I say, that still equates to a tenner for a bottle of 100ml bottles.
And to be honest, when I ordered, I was a little bit dubious. It's a bit like, but no, it arrived next day.
So was
It arrived next day, and it was.
Yeah.
I waited for Vinny to order first.
All well in date. I mean, this is all, best before 4th of the 23rd. So it's fucking.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about with it being so cheap.
And they've got a really good deal on Nick shots as well. You can buy 30 Zeus Juice Nick shots for $9.99.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that either.
Bargain.
No one's affiliated with Washington Vape. I just make that clear. It's crazy cheap. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
and
it's a really good deal for this bad boy.
Website shit, but everything else is great.
Most of the service is alright. I'm still a bit fuming about that one bottle that they said I lied that I didn't get. But...
they're definitely worth looking at, especially for tubes. Anyway, I've not looked at the hardware. Perhaps should do.
I mean, I haven't told them they're technically breaking the law to make you create an account to order. They can't actually do that, but
they do like emailing you as well.
It actually goes against GDPR laws. You can't do it. You can't. But fuck it.
Sad boy for $4.99. Fuck it. It is. Yeah.
As Jason says, not a problem. Just another vape company with my details.
Yeah, that's it. And to be honest, when they've got some stupid deals on like that, then I don't mind. They can email me deals across, because if that comes up, then I'll.
Yeah.
I hope it's still on payday because I'll buy more.
Yeah.
Another litre of sad boy.
Oh, Denny. I think I'm getting a bit fed up with sad boy.
Yeah, I was getting there until I tried that Yorkshire Vapor shit, and then I thought, fuck that, I'm going back to sad boy.
That's why I also bought some other stuff that was also at the same sort of price that was good quality juice as well. I didn't just buy sad boy.
You see, I went looking and couldn't find anything else that was tickling my fancy, so I just bought more sad boy.
I bought.
I've been on.
I've bought
the sad boy. Oh, sorry.
The what's it called? It's right behind me. What is it? At the
diabetic eye check. That's all, Josh.
The Moorish Puff apple crumble and custard, which is banging. So
you see, I tried that their banana milkshake.
Yeah,
I really struggled with that.
Their banana milkshake's not good, but that apple crumble and custard is something else.
I went off Moorish after I tried the popcorn range, I think it was.
And do you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of Moorish. I much prefer Ultimate Puff, actually, most of their ranges. But the apple crumble custard is it's bang on. It is absolutely bang on.
I better have someone up payday.
Yeah. It's really, really good.
Is that up there with like dinner lady stuff? They don't know banging apple crumble.
It's better. It's the best apple crumble custard I've come across, and I've made quite a few.
I might have to try them on the next order.
A couple of weeks' time, we're all on it.
It's not the best apple pie I've had, because that went to the French patisserie, the Belle Plaine range, but you can't find that for love nor money. That stuff was just insanely good. But this is pretty close. But theirs was apple pie with like vanilla, and this is apple crumble custard. So.
Yeah, I've been on Sad Boy for like 3 months now, just waiting for fucking Vaporon to get the caramel custard back in.
I've got some caramel custard.
Fuck you. Right, guys, so this is going to be my last show this week.
I've got a brand new sealed bottle.
Well, it's not been.
Oh man, I'd have had that steeping, Josh. I'd have had Nick in it and let it steep.
No.
I mean, I've got a little bit left.
because if I put Nick in it now, in like 3 years' time when they don't make it anymore and I sell it for a lot of money, it's going to look hideous with Nick in it, isn't it? If I can sell a brand new bottle, if I can auction it off and it raises like £5,000,
I refuse to buy it off you.
He'll get £5 for the bottle of it and buy himself a new RDA.
You know, in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where they're auctioning off the last 2 boxes of Wonka bars. Be like that.
Tracy, I'm not a fan of you anymore either. Everybody's dangling their caramel custard in front of me like I'm.
I have none.
It's got to be 8 months since I've had some. Got to be 8 months.
See, they've got new flavors coming as well, and they've got like a custard cream, and I think it's using a bit of the base of the caramel custard as well. So I'm going to be hooked on that as well.
That'll be interesting. Biscuits can be a bit of a bitch to get right. Bit of a bitch. Yeah. I've not vaped any vapor energy juice in ages. Yeah, I'll have to again.
I don't even know where it is.
He's lost it now, Lloyd. Look at that. He's thrown away a full bottle of custard crap.
Fucking waste, man, honestly.
I definitely have it. It's definitely here somewhere.
You can hear the panic in his voice now because he's been bragging for so long.
I know. His missus has been chucked at it. You've never cleaned that bottle anyway. You were clearly not going to vape that bottle anyway, so we just chucked it out to make some space.
Or she's vaped on it herself.
Yeah. Oh, Dion's got a blank screen. Dion, refresh, mate, if you can hear me. Hit the refresh on YouTube. It should sort the issue out.
Yeah.
Turn it off and on again.
No, just refresh.
Oh, thank you, Tracy. It's very appreciated of the thought.
It's probably in the other pile of juice somewhere.
Oh, the other pile of juice.
Yeah, the other pile.
I see. I'm starting to think he never actually had a bottle of caramel.
No,
no, he vaped it. He loved it. He just doesn't want to admit it.
No, I don't.
That's like me saying, like, "Oh, I've got a stockpile." It's just somewhere else, you know.
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Because of deathly silence. I made my views quite clear, and I stood by it, but I stepped away from it. So I opened my horizons again to juice, and I continue to do so.
I'm having to open my horizons, and I don't like it.
Right, let's go to the news.
Josh is like, let's get away from this section. Let's move. Let's
do the news. We're back. You can do the news.
Thank you. News.
On the news, my McDonald's still hasn't turned up after 2 goddamn hours.
Mate, just give it up. It's not coming.
And in vape news,
yes, there's quite a bit this week, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm going to start by covering the sad news that was released by the show's friend, the channel's friend, most of our personal friend, Ariel Paxman, has called it a day with Immortal Mods. Immortal Mods, Armageddon, MFG will cease to exist come about December time. There's some cracking deals they're doing on the website, but they're completely leaving the vape industry, which is it's a sad day, but a lot of us saw the signs and it coming. But it's a sad day to see the end of Immortal and the legendary Apocalypse RDA, which they will always go down in history for making that RDA, which is still probably the best RDA in my eyes, personally. I know a lot don't agree with me, but I still think it is. And it's a sad day and a reflection on the vape industry in America and worldwide, really, at the moment.
Yeah, one of my favourite companies gone. I mean, I had a sneaking suspicion when the news came out about it a little while ago, and I know they were planning to do something else. And it's silly because they've got all the designs for that device. It's done, but they've decided it's time to call it a day.
Which we have to respect. I mean, it is a sad day. It's a sad day, and a shame that they've decided that. But I'm sure Ariel's got his reasons alongside Matt and everything else. And obviously, the state of things vape-wise in America is pretty much up shit creek, full stop. unless you're a cigarette company, and then you can get your PMTAs approved by the FDA. Which is another separate bit of news. They've finally approved a vape device, but it is from Big Tobacco.
It's Views, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I'm not sure which tobacco company it is. But yes, they've finally approved a vape device from a cigarette company. And that is the first one, I believe, isn't it?
It's the very first.
Been...
It's the very
The
first
irony.
FDA approved product. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for America that they've been able to get something approved, but it just further feeds into the whole fucking that Big Tobacco are in the government's pocket over there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what will be next, Joel?
No. I don't
Probably.
think it will be. I think there's too much controversy around.
It is
Juul.
worth noting that the only flavour they have approved was actually tobacco as well. There's no meat flavour, no fruit flavour, no other flavour, just tobacco, from what I was reading on that.
Yeah, I was hearing that as well.
However,
It's just tobacco flavour.
I see it as a start.
Yeah,
It's a start. It's just the irony of the fact that the first approved vape is by a tobacco company.
But I think we need to step away from that now, Chris, as well. Like we were saying earlier, I think the stigma of tobacco companies joining in the vape industry is one we need to step away from slightly now. It's happening. They own a lot of companies now that are in the vape industry. Yes, they didn't start these companies, but they own them. And there's been a lot of companies that have been owned by Big Tobacco that we didn't know about or wasn't publicly known. Six Licks, I believe, for example. There was rumours about Dinner Lady, various other companies as well. I know Smock were making devices for Big Tobacco at one point in the pods forms and things like that. I think we need to get away from that stigma now. It's Big Tobacco. They're in the industry. We need to accept it, and let's hope they help strive it forward in the future years. Now, that's, I think, what we need to go towards and almost embrace them as part of the industry now. I mean, yes, they've fucked a lot of people over. They fucked up the vape industry in the States. It hurts me to say that we need to get behind them and stop sort of saying it's Big Tobacco. It does hurt me to say that.
See, if Big Tobacco said, listen, we notice the industry is going to be a threat to conventional cigarettes, we are going to come in and we are going to get a piece of this pie. No one would have really cared, because they would have, if anything, would have fucking launched the industry a little bit further, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping will happen. Guys, I've just got to jump off 1 second. Excuse me, sorry.
But it was the whole, all the campaigns and all that sort of gave us the bad stigma around Big Tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction for America. They are starting to allow vapes through, things like that. So, yeah, there is good news there.
Yeah.
I just hope they start to allow more companies that were open specifically for vapes. You know what I mean? As well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Tracy saying. Maybe once Big Tobacco get involved in the American government will backtrack on all the stupidity. Unfortunately, it'll be too late for many companies. So it's hopefully once they get involved, then the government could maybe backtrack on some of the laws that they passed, and shop owners that once had shops can then maybe reopen and start back up and flourish again. But the likelihood of it happening is quite slim.
The only other thing I can say is vaping is obviously we see vaping as we see vaping, but for a lot of people it's just a bit of a it came around as a bit of a trend, like lots of things do.
Yeah.
And trends come and go, and we've seen other bigger industries come and go quicker than that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Very true.
I think the big thing is now, in the States especially, they are starting to embrace that vaping works as a cessation device for smoking. They're slowly starting to accept that, which is great news. I mean, it's mental. There's like 80% of the research into vaping as a smoking cessation is based in the States.
I'm sure I've seen a positive research come out of the States not that long ago, after everything got shut down. But vaping actually can help you.
Some of the biggest researches that have been done, Lloyd, have been done in the States. There's ones that are 7 years old that have been done in the States. It's the key area of medical research in that field is all in the States.
Yeah.
Professor Benny Medina, I think off the top of my head, was the main guy who's done about 7 or 8 different research papers into it there. And it's crazy, but fingers crossed, they turn things round. It all depends on these PMTAs and things with the FDA as well. For a lot of companies, we could see a lot more go on top of Kennedy, Immortal / Armageddon. There could be a lot more go yet. I mean, Sad Boy's PMTA got turned down.
It's I mean the big companies like Kennedy, Immortal, Sad Boy, and all that. It's a shame, but it's more of a shame on the small business brick and mortar shop. One shop, one guy business.
Yeah, what I've noticed. Remember LND and LNDE or whatever they call themselves now.
Yeah, LNDE, yeah.
They shut down their mech industry. It looks like they're bringing out a borrow device now, which is interesting because there's something going on there between themselves and SQ. So that could be an interesting.
Oh, what happened there?
I'm
playing on my camera, so just ignore me.
Too close. Zoom back. Oh God!
Oh God!
You put me off my food.
I've been losing with that camera. Look at that! That is insane. That's like me doing a review. Where do I look? Where do I look? Where do I look?
Chris, I like how you say it's putting you off your food when you've still not even received it yet.
No, apparently it's still at the restaurant and the driver's still ready to pick it up.
Yeah, mate, you're not.
I'm tempted to actually just jump off this for a minute. Give McDonald's a call and give them a fucking ear up bashing for it because this is a piss take.
Who did you order it through?
Just Eat, and every time I try and actually go, "Where's my order?" They say, "Oh, it's due at 8:10."
Yeah,
well it's 20 to fucking 9 at night.
That's Just Eat's problem, mate, not McDonald's.
Yeah, it's Just Eat, not Mac's.
Just mate, just message them and say, "I've never had my food. I want a refund," and order someone else. You'll have a refund ASAP.
Bloody you walk it to the chipper. I could have easily walked it to the McDonald's.
Got the order,
walked back.
You want a walk?
I walked down that way today to have my bloody diabetic eye check done.
Right.
And then I bloody walked it back.
A bit in other news, apart from Chris hasn't got his McDonald's,
and I'm getting hangry.
He's getting hangry. So our expo has changed slightly.
Yeah, we've tweaked it. We've tweaked it.
So originally it was planned to be 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have decided to condense it down, so it's now just going to be the Saturday, Sunday.
We're going to do a preview LXV show on our normal Friday night slot, I believe.
Yeah, we'll do a normal Friday night show, and it's also not going to be starting as early.
Fuck you, Kev.
As we think at the minute, that might change, but I think it's now plans for it to start sort of 1 p.m. Give us all time to get up, eat, sort our lives out,
That does not mean that we have got lesser companies on. Quite the opposite. If you've seen some of the flyers with the companies we have coming on, it will still be epic. It will still be huge, and it'll still be a lot of fun.
We've basically decided to give you all frills, no fills.
Whole thriller and no filler.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Quantity being the time.
Plus, sitting here for that amount of time is fucking hard work, believe it or not. I know it sounds stupid to say it's difficult. So better for us, better for you. So we just thought we'd let you know.
And it means Josh can run all the shows and I don't have to then as well. Which is even better, trust me, because we don't want me let loose because I will just fuck it up and it'll be a nightmare.
Yeah, me and Josh were going to play a game to see how much we can drink on the Saturday when it's planned to be 3 days. Don't know if that's still the game, but we'll see. Yeah, well, yeah.
Nah,
Payday weekend as well, you know.
I might have to get in on that.
And the wife's happy. The wife's happy because I said now it's just a Saturday. She's like, Saturday afternoon. She's like, well, can I have a lie? And I'm like, yeah, I'll go help with the kids. So she gets a lie on Saturday morning, which is nice. It means I don't feel like I'm just abandoning her and the kids. Do you know what I mean? On a day off. So
I'm actually doing that exact same thing tomorrow, Josh, because I'm taking both the kids to the hairdressers. So, yeah.
Fun.
Meanwhile, me and Lloydie don't need to get up for kids.
Well, you know, I've got a cocktail waitress I need to keep happy.
I like that, Kev. Josh completes the show in 2 days. Vinny takes a week due to PC.
Kev, you're not far wrong, mate. Let's be honest. I won't mind, but it's 10 times the setup I used to have, and it still doesn't chuffing work. Well, I don't work it. Let's put it right.
Yeah, it's user error. Don't blame your tools.
Yeah, it is complete user error. If I can't record it and edit it, we're screwed.
Yeah, we could have like pre-recorded the whole thing, but it's just not as fun, is it?
No. And we're not chickens to step out and not do lives like a lot of people who don't like doing lives.
I love doing
LXV lives are great. You get the feedback and the bounce and the banter and the people chatting so you can bounce off them. I don't get why people don't do lives because it's the most natural thing to do because it just flows.
Yeah. The thing is, I know we've got people watching us. There's not a huge amount of people watching us. And to be honest with you, I consider pretty much everyone in the chat someone that I know because you're all fucking. You chat to me every Friday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm coming on the show. I'm just coming on and talking to you lot, and that's the way you want to be. Do you know what I mean? And then interacting with some people and. Oh really? 2 Spurs players test COVID positive. Do you know which 2, Nick?
Let's hope they're not starters, eh?
Hopefully it's fucking. Do you know what? It could be Harry Kane at the minute because he's done shit all. So he hasn't scored a league goal yet. Fuck him. That's what he's put there to do: score goals, and he can't fucking score goals.
I never thought I'd hear you say negative about him.
No, I love Harry. I love Harry. You know, but fucking, he's having a rough patch. His head was turned, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he's still not got it back in the game, has he?
Yeah, and it's just not quite there yet. If it's Sonny, then I'll be really pissed off. If it's Sonny, Højbjerg, or... Yeah, I'll be really annoyed if it's one of those 2. Anyway, I think that's all the news.
What's that all the
news? There was another thing. I noticed TVP's just line now ceased to exist. If there's any PvP just fans out there.
What the really odd flavours anyway?
I don't know, I never tried them.
No, I never tried them. I saw someone review them and they couldn't get their head around the flavour combinations.
Yeah.
They seemed a little bit quirky, shall we say.
Which is odd for a man that's so very British. That's the way I'm putting it.
That's been generous, let's be honest.
Firstly, I was going to say, firstly, he's British. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cheers, Nick. I'm sure I'll find out. Anyway, should we move on to the cool ball? Because we've got a cool ball this week because we didn't have one last week and that was pretty shit. But, you know, let's have a cool ball.
Yeah, we've got a cool ball.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, just as we're on the cool ball, I'm wondering if we should do a weekend-long expo cool ball where we'll pick products and we'll get our guests to vote on these products and we can do a whole weekend's worth of votes on some products.
That could be quite a good idea.
How about we get members of the show that watch us to post in some of their vapes? Their favourite vape that they currently own for the actual.
And we just sort of cherry pick, say 6, and get every guest on to say what they think.
Yeah, we can send. We can, and you know, if it's going to take some time, we can maybe say, look, we're doing this. Can you maybe pick your vote on this? And they don't have to tell us live on the show. They can let us know in the chat or something, and then at the end of the week, we can
Discord.
Yeah, or on Discord.
Discord. Yeah, you see, people are seeming to like that. Dear Nick, Kev, they're both like, yeah, do that. So maybe we should do that. But, and I will say, we usually try and go for new products, but maybe we can just go for anything like what I would call sort of legacy products. And maybe we'll go for like 5 huge vapes. Does that make sense? Like 5 huge game-changing products.
See, now you've just said that, I've thought of something that's not been on the cool one, which is a bit old school, left fieldy type thing.
I thought you were going to say the Golden Greek there.
Is it a Wismac Brew Low by any chance?
No, it'd
be a new smock.
Has the hog ever been done?
Yeah.
Has the hog ever been done?
Meet the new smock. Say
we did the DNA 4.
But with
no, but it's just like the normal hog. Has that ever been done?
Probably we are.
I'll find out.
I like it, Kev.
Yes,
I've got old, and I've got bling. You have, Kev.
Kev has everything.
Kev,
We've done the Stormbreaker, which was uncool.
Yeah, the Stormbreaker's a pile of shit.
The Hog DNA 400, which went shit bucket.
Yeah.
Can't believe you did that, you twat.
The Hog DNA 250, which went cool. And that was it.
How did the Hog 400 go shit bucket, but the 250 went...
Because it was
just not needed.
Because nobody needs 400 watts, man.
Yeah, I know, but if you're going to put one regulated hog into the fucking shit bucket, you need to put the other one into the shit bucket.
If they were going to make a 400 watt hog, they needed to make it a fucking lipo, which they didn't.
Ah, well, it is what it is. I thought it was cool.
No, it's
Plus,
not.
We did the 250 before they even released the 400.
Yeah, the 250 is a lot older.
Yeah, well, my statement still stands. If you've got to put the 400 in shit bucket because it's a regulated fucking hog, it defeats the purpose of a hog, put the 250 in there.
No, it went shit bucket because it was a 400 watt mod when there was no need for a 400 watt.
Yes, there is.
There isn't.
It doesn't matter, right? If it's got a DNA 250C chip, it goes cool. That's fucking it, pretty much.
So if Smock came out with the DNA 250...
Yeah, but they fucking won't.
Oh, the one.
Vinny's being very quiet through all this.
Well, I desperately want a DNA 400 to fry my hair, like Kevin just said. I really want a DNA 400.
DNA 400, mate, you could literally put a fan on the back of it and turn it into a fucking hairdryer if you wanted to.
But I had a big lipo mod, which was huge, which had a fan in it to cool a lipo. You know, I've been there and done that. And I vaped at 400 watts plus.
You don't need that. You don't need that power. It's like any fucking.
No, you don't. You definitely don't.
It's like 99% of supercars are uncool. Because what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Well.
But then everyone would just be driving around in a 1 litre car.
Exactly. Why not? Get you the same place. You can't go any faster in that car than you can anywhere else legally.
Speed up faster.
Hang on. I had a 1.4 Mariva that could barely get up a fucking over a bloody speed hump. Having a 1 litre car with my fat ass in it ain't gonna work.
Don't get me wrong, right? I like fast cars for fuck's sake, all right? But what I'm saying is, doesn't particularly matter. Yes, you can get up to speed faster.
You like fast cars, but not Hog DNA 400s.
No, I don't like Hog DNA 400s. No.
Well, you kind of like the Hog 250.
So, but you don't know how I voted for the hog too. So every hog I vote for goes uncool because I don't like hogs.
Nothing wrong with a hog, unless it's a DNA 400.
You can't vote for the hog 400 for being regulated because it's no. If I remember, the arguments
Yes, you can vote for one and cool for the other because we have done it and it's been done.
The arguments were for the 400 was that there's no point in getting a regulated hog because it defeats the purpose of a hog.
No,
So you can't put that at 400.
It was voted. There was no point voting cool for the DNA 400 version because no one's going to vape at 400 watts all day.
Bogan has when he reviewed it.
Yeah,
but did he vape it constantly all day, every day?
And when I get one, and I will get one, I will vape at 400 watts.
All right, okay. But I'm putting the build in.
Fuck off.
Point one. Put some serious bonds in.
Some 0.005, 45.
Craig agrees with me. That's all that I care about.
Yeah, I agree with you as well, Lloyd.
No, but what's the point? You can get just as much power for DNA 250C with the right fucking build.
You can get just the right power with one. You
Yeah,
get
exactly.
the same effect with just one.
Exactly. So
So-
400 watts is just extravagant. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, right, all right. Josh,
Oh, it's
you're
like a
never gonna
Ferrari on
buy-
mods.
You're never going to buy a good whiskey again. You're just going to get bells for the rest of your life. No
Because
other
it still gets
nice
you drunk.
No, but I don't.
tasting
I,
whiskey.
but I
Because they
don't.
do the same thing.
No, but I don't like whiskey to get drunk. I like whiskey to taste good. 400 watts. It doesn't change. I can get the same vape out of 250 watts, the same flavour as I can from 400 watts, because I'm going to have to adjust my build. I can't adjust the fucking taste of the whiskey, can I?
No, not really.
No, exactly.
No, to be fair, you can add ice or water to it.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
And only pussies add ice to their fucking whiskey because they don't like the
Yeah.
burn.
Yeah. I
Let's
agree
just Jack
with you,
Daniels thing
Josh.
and just add Coke.
If you have to have fucking if you have to have water, if you have to have a drop of water to your whiskey's shit.
It's finally on the way. It's finally finished.
You actually
Well, I
believe
think
that, Chris?
I'll tell you what, mate, that was a fucking champion long wank, that was, wasn't it?
Fucking well, right? You must have seen my picture and had, and really wanted the challenge.
Exactly, Kev. I mean, yeah, like, I vape, most of my mods sit at 45 watts because that's the build I like and that's the power I like. So, apart from this, obviously,
Thank you.
because, it isn't regulated. But,
No.
anyway, off that, we'll actually get to this week's call.
He's actually got a map.
This is cool.
Show him where he is.
Yeah, have you...
Apparently he's on a scooter.
Jesus,
Oh,
have
God.
you never ordered Just Eat before, Chris?
Yeah, I do, but he doesn't normally show me the app. Show me where they
Oh,
are.
it's because he leaves his car at the Chinese normally, mate.
Actually, the bloke does actually do that. He just walks down and walks back.
He's been parked outside your house for the last 50 minutes hacking into your network. Anyway, let's start. So this one was nominated by Vinny.
Yes.
It is the SX Mini IPv200, is that correct?
No, it's the Pioneer for you.
Yeah, Pioneer for you. Sorry, I got sent shit and I thought that was wrong.
You said IPv 200.
Anyway,
Pioneer for you, IPv200.
there's the picture of it.
And it's their newest one out. It will perhaps be the precursor to a new SX.
And that's where the battery's loading from the sides and not from underneath.
it
Which is
looks-
kind of.
It looks very SX, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
I don't know. Show me
That's
the front
why
of your gear, Chris. Show me the front of your gear, please. It's
A
got
little
gear
bit.
vibes to me.
But
Got
the
gear
buttons
vibes to me.
are hidden. The gear buttons protrude horribly.
Actually, no, they don't. Not that much.
Well, I meant the whole interface rather
Look
than the
at it.
buttons, Chris. That big lump that sat
Yeah.
on the front of it. Like a belly.
I don't know. I didn't think I could own a mod and be like, I'm happy with this. That reminds me of a Gia.
Do we know what chip this has got on it?
It's not a Yeehai.
It's not a Yeehee. Thank fuck for that. The Yeehee chip should be abolished, man.
No, I think it's a complete new chipset. I can't remember what it was called.
And
I
how,
know
I'm not a
someone's gonna
fan.
go Look,
I,
find out.
need to find some information on this thing.
Not a
Well,
fan of
I just
the leather.
really like the look. I think it looks clean.
I think it looks quite clean.
Yeah, it does
So,
look quick.
so it's on Evolution. They sell it $49.99.
50 quid.
Yes, I'm over 18.
I don't know why I'm reading because I can't say shit anyway.
You can get it in black or woven. Oh, the woven blue's quite nice. Quite like that.
That's the one I'd see.
Yeah, so the SX Mini are known for their high-end products and exquisite attention to detail. The IPV 200 is no exception.
That woven blue looks like they've
And
just cut
It's
us
not
on that.
officially an SX Mini.
And it's fucked itself up because it's got a Yeehee SX315 chip in it, so it's fucked. In the bin.
And is it me?
fucking
Does
tried.
that woven blue look like they've just cut up some office tile and just glued it to the sides?
I quite liked it, but it's in the bin. Doesn't matter. It's got a Yeehee chip. It's fucked. You'll get it to the right wattage, then you'll accidentally push a button and it will change to a different mode, and you'll spend 4.5 years of your life trying to get it back.
Mine doesn't have that problem, and I've got the V-sticking with the Yeehee chip.
It's shit. It's a shit chip.
It's all right.
It's shit. Don't say it's all right. It's shit.
Do we think it could be
Fires?
user error here?
Yeah.
No. I've had quite a few Yeehee chips, and they're shit. I made the mistake of buying one, going, "This is shit," and then buying another one. I was like, "Why did I do this? Why? I had a does anyone SX fucking not SX SQ. I had an SX. I had an SQ mono with a Yeehee chip in it, which is like looks like a beautiful mod. Apart from the fact that it had a fucking Yeehee chip in it, just pay the extra, put a fucking DNA chip in it. Everyone's a winner. Done.
See, I quite fancy getting one of these. And now
I mean, the DNA
I've
400.
never used a Yeehee chip. I will say that.
Oh, fucking mate.
I just really like the look of it. Really like the look of it.
Anybody in the chat, have you used the Yeehee chip? Did you like it? So I'm
It
saying.
looks very ergonomical. That
It
it
does
looks like
look
it'd be
very
really
ergonomical.
comfy in your hand.
It looks like it would slide right in.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I expect that from Chris, Josh, not you.
In my pocket. I didn't say where.
It's prison pocket.
You dirty mind, you dirty mind.
Oh, food's here. Bye-bye.
He'll be back in a minute. He'll be like, "Fuck me! It was just Jehovah's Witnesses."
You won't be stone cold now, won't it? It will be fucking
Mate,
frozen.
well, hopefully it's been remade. Well, the thing is, with McDonald's, it's not like food sits around; it comes in, goes out, so they're constantly making it. So
You ordered it at
hopefully-
6:30. If it's been sat there that long, it'll be
yeah,
horrible.
but it wouldn't have been sat there that long, would it? Because they don't just put it in a bag and leave it there.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do.
Well, okay. Right.
I
anyway,
know
off
that from experience.
Off that shit. Anyway, here's a tip for you: don't eat McDonald's.
Craig, I know you're.
I've not for a
Craig,
while.
Lloyd, I know you're not a regulated guy. What do you reckon to look at that?
Like I said, it reminds me of Gia.
Right. I quite like the look of it,
I don't like the look of the Gia.
but I'm going to say this one more time. It's got a Yeehee chip, which you told me it didn't have. And when I asked you, what chip, you knew I was getting, because I said, "What chip set?" He went, "It's not got a Yeehee chip in it." you knew exactly where I was going. I'm getting rid of the
Yeah, I
picture.
knew
'cause-
exactly where you was going.
I'm getting rid of the picture because I can. Just looking at an off Yeehee chip is annoying me. Anyway.
And now there's just three of us to vote on it, so I can guess where it's going to go.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know. Chris might be in the comments. You never know.
Right, well, we've already had 2 bins in the chat.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the bin too.
Kev says it looks like a mod in a waist jacket.
I quite like that, though. Shame it's not a 90s carpet waist jacket.
Well,
That looks quite cool.
look at the blue one.
Yeah, it's quite similar.
Craig said if it was all black, I'd think about it.
Racist.
Christmas vote. You know where I'm going, guys. It's not even going in the bin. It's going in the shit bucket because it's got.
Oh,
Yeehee
yeah.
chip.
I'm going to put it in the shit bucket too.
I'm
This
pretty
looks
cool.
shit.
Cool. Chris
What?
Chris is back.
Hello.
Vote.
Cool.
Shit. Right, so it goes down to chat, and the first comment in chat for it was bin, and then the second one was bin. So I reckon that equates to shit bucket.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, I know, but the first bin was also then converted to. If it was all black, I might think about it.
But Kev's converted his to room 101.
Yeah, it's true. Shit bucket. I mean, I
was in the
wanted to
bin,
go in
mate.
the shit bucket.
Yeah, go shit bucket.
Yeah.
I've only muted the cam because I'm eating.
Anyway, we will go muted the cam.
Well,
I know what
Yeah.
you mean. I know what you mean.
you know what I mean.
Anyway, we'll go to this one was nominated by Lloyd. It is
Shit
the
bucket.
Shit,
Bushido. So it's a mech mod. It's the Bushido Design Infinity. And I have to say, this looks very nice.
Thank you, Josh. You're a man of taste.
It looks very nice.
Yeah, that actually looks.
Tell me
really
it's
nice.
21,700 before I
think
even see
It
it.
is 21.
Yes.
I think it's the sort of thing that Paul would love because it's very Japanese inspired.
Ooh,
it's
I
like
can't see it yet.
Can't you? You're really lagging, aren't you?
There's a major delay on my YouTube at the minute. Yeah.
But I mean, I must say that
Must be all them views on your new review.
it is really, really pretty.
Yeah, it's really nice. I want one.
Oh, I've seen this. Yes.
Yes, you would have seen it being up for sale by Leiden and
Yes.
the SD Messenger.
They do like a two-tone coloured one on this as well, which look really
Yeah,
pretty.
they've got loads
But-
of colours. I really like this.
That coppery dark one that we got on screen right now was the best one.
So it's Russian
Yeah.
custom mods, yeah?
Is it
I
a
think
top
so,
cap?
yeah. No.
No, it's an entire mod.
Oh my days! Like, why did you pick the picture of that finish? It's like it's the worst finish.
No, that's a
Look
really
at
nice
that!
finish.
Look at that!
That's not nice for the mod that it is. Also, I think it's a different design on it.
Yeah, I think that design.
Oh, the white
goes
one.
well
the
with that
white,
colour.
the white one.
Oh Lord, no.
Yeah,
No,
I've got to
no.
love a bit of
The
white.
white one was nice, but it just looked washed out,
No, I love white.
personally.
I love me
Yeah,
a bit
quite
of
like
white.
that. I like the way the
It's got a different design. They've just pitched in front and back.
okay. The venting lines up. I like that.
So they are. Yeah, brass, 27mm diameter, fits 20mm, 24mm atomizers. Constant contact, nickel plated, supports 18650, 2700, and 21700 cells.
See, I
do
quite
like
like the black and the red one. That suits quite well, especially
And-
when the red's at the bottom.
They
is it
are.
bottom fire or is it side fire?
No, it's bottom fire,
I was going to say because there's no bar.
and they are between. They are between $220 and $225.
That is quite nice. I do like the design, and I think that colour matches that design that we see there quite well. I know.
Yeah.
It just seems to work.
There's a lot
Yeah.
more. There's a few custom pictures here, so they've done that, but it's like it's black, but all the inlays are red. I mean, I don't
Ooh.
like red. I don't like red because I'm a Spurs fan, and it's
No, I really like that finish because you think of like an old like Chinese or Japanese like monument or something, and you sort of picture that.
Terracotta Army.
Yeah.
That is actually the best colour, personally.
Well, the
Yeah, it's
terracotta
my
isn't
person.
the terracotta army Chinese?
Yeah, shut up. I realised as soon as I said that.
Then you take the piss out of me.
Is that a Japanese like design? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's a Japanese warrior, isn't it? I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It does look really
Samurai.
nice. Really, really nice.
Yeah, samurai, but the actual mask has got a proper name, isn't it? And I can't remember what they're called.
No, I can't remember the name.
Where the
of it now.
fuck is Paul when you need him?
Is
Oh, they do the red. They do the red and black fade.
No, I still prefer that, I think.
Oh, you
Yeah, I think I prefer that one
fucking
too.
super lame.
Hanya. That's what it is.
A
mask.
Hanya. It is a
You're-
Hanya. Yeah, it is a Hanya.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. But there was a mod called the Hanya, wasn't there? We didn't.
There was.
Yes. This one I want.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's cool as shit. I'd quite happily rock that. I'm going Sub-Zero.
I have to agree. Sub-Zero.
Yes.
Agree.
I think.
And as you can tell by my hand waving,
I think
I'm
it's one-
Sub-Zero.
I think it's one of the nicest new mech designs that I've seen.
Lloyd, is that the first ever nomination you've done that's gone fully Sub-Zero?
No,
Well,
Nick,
possibly.
it's not spelt right. You've not spelt Hanya right, but we knew what it was, so you said it. Yeah, I think for me that's Sub-Zero as a mech mod. Do you know what? It's probably the first mech mod I've seen in a long time that I've really actually quite taken to.
Yeah. I know there's one up for sale for 125 in the BSD groups, and I just like, if I had the money,
Yeah.
like, if I had the money, I'd fucking scoop it up.
Although I could get a Hog
120.
DNA 400 for that.
Oh, well, that's better than a hog.
I'd rather go for the Bushido.
You could have a Hog DNA 400 and be the equivalent of a Chav, or you could have that and be the equivalent of a Lord. Do you know what I mean? Like, what if you're in the same fucking league, dude? Seriously. Yeah, it's Sub-Zero.
Good nomination, Lloyd. Very good nomination.
Good nomination. Something nice, something
I've
different,
I've proved my worth for another week.
something new, and yeah, good nomination. And Kevin in the chat says Sub-Zero.
It's
Yeah.
not very often I nominate something and the chat also agree with me. Boom, home run.
Right, so we're going to go to a nomination. I believe this one is from our resident other Josh, not me, Josh King. This is the so we're going from expensive to rather cheap. So this is the new RDA from Amir. It's the Wasp King RDA.
From who?
Amir.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean now.
You just pronounce it differently, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
And he takes the piss out of me with Dolph Poe.
No, because it's because it's quite clearly Dolph. Fuck's sake, Chris. Because it's quite clearly Dolph Poe. Sorry about the picture on this one. It just didn't come through as well as the others.
It
But
reminds me of the new drop, the drop 1.5.
it does look a lot like a drop, doesn't it?
Yeah, the
A
knurling
little
on the
bit, yeah.
top, the drip tip was the same.
What's that over the airflow? Chicken wire?
No, it's actually sort of slanted and like a little weird twist.
I mean, again, these aren't expensive RDAs.
No,
They
20 quid.
They are very much buy to try, and to be honest with you, this company's known for making cheap but rather decent products.
Yeah.
Um,
And to be fair, I actually
well
do want one.
well machined, well made,
Yeah,
good
I mean,
flavour.
I'd get one just to see what it is. I mean, cheap enough.
Have we seen
So,
the deck?
I'm just about to find it. Hold on.
It's a single coil.
It came from some of that is
Oh,
we need more picks
so-
like outside deck and
Yeah, so
things.
our favourite company that we do not mention are selling it for $19.99, but as usual, they have no pictures of the fucking deck. You see-
I've got one, but it's sort of a bit of a push.
well, apparently it's pretty meshy.
Oh.
Sorry.
Stop screen
There you go.
sharing without my permission, bitch.
There you go. There's a holds mesh also.
Yeah, that's one of the things I actually quite like.
What
Yeah,
does
You
that?
got-
What,
you can-
what does that say in your saved bar? Pornhub.
No. That's a different browser altogether.
I was like, oh, sorry.
And yeah, it holds mesh strips and
Dual
single
mesh
file.
strips. Dual mesh strips.
Yeah.
Well, technically, yes. Technically, no. They just put a slit down the centre of one of them.
It looks a bit like something, and I can't think what.
An RDA.
Oh, shut up, Chris.
So their airflow they've named as swirl side air adjustable airflow system.
Swirl.
Swirl.
It looks like something, and I can't think what.
The
Probably
drop
a wasp.
1.5. drop 1.5, mate. That's what it looks like.
No, I meant the actual deck, not the outside. I agree
No.
with you, Lloyd. It does look like the latest drop. The shape-wise, it looks quite tall, doesn't it?
I mean, for $19.99, I don't think you can really go wrong.
No.
It's probably worth you know.
I thought
Worth a
Kev
go.
agrees with me. What's nano deck? It looks like a nano deck.
It does look like a nano deck, yeah.
Yeah.
It's possibly because it's built by the same company.
Yeah. And let's be honest, that was pretty much a flavour banger. What they've done is just made the top cap bigger, so you don't swallow it like I nearly did.
That's because you deep throat yours.
Gotta get the flavour, Chris.
Yeah, but your tongue and nostrils give you the flavour, not your throat.
Vinny likes to try and insert his RDA straight into his lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point.
Direct to lung. Come on.
That's why he
Not
doesn't have
that
an
quite
issue
direct.
with over dripping, you know.
I mean, for the price, and if it's as good as some of the other stuff, it's gonna go cool. It's gonna go cool with me.
Yeah, I agree. Just on the reputation for flavour bangers, it has to go cool.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
I mean,
Same
buy
here.
it, rip that shitty drip tip off.
Put a decent half moon tip on it.
Put a drip tip on it that costs more than the RDA itself.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Put a nip tips on it, which is
Yeah.
£25.
Put it on a £250 mod. Got
Oh,
a good thing there.
I do things the opposite way round.
Oh no, I've run cheap mods and expensive RDA, expensive RTAs on them. So, and the other way around as well.
See, the thing is, you've only got to run like a cheap RTA on a expensive mod for a little while until you get the money to be able to get the expensive RDA to go with it.
But then
I know,
if it's
There's some
actually
sort of logic there, Lloyd.
Those tie-ons are still sat in my local shop, and I'm like, whoa. They're so pretty. Yeah, it's going cool with me. Cool.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah,
Cool.
Cool. That's that one done.
What have we got next?
We have, so this is, we're going high end again.
Ooh.
So this was, I think this was suggested by Kev. Cheers, Kev. So this is the Hellfire Mods Moab. You
That
might know the
name.
word. You might know the word Moab. It's American military words that they use for the mother of all bombs, as they called it. But this is the mother of all borrows.
Ah.
That's what it stands for.
with that name though, it does definitely make me think that if Scripps ever did make a mech or a mod of any description, it would have to be known as that because it would come with those batteries that he likes to sell.
Because Scripps is a Moab, isn't he? He's the motherfucker of all battery vendors.
Oh dear. Oh dear. They done the fuck you pinstripes. Oh dear. Uncool.
No, but they make a lot of other versions of this. They make a lot of other versions of this.
You should have picked a different version to
But
showcase.
I didn't get the picture. I don't get the pictures. That's not my job.
That was the first picture that came along searching for it. You're like, okay, get it.
It looks a bit different.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
I mean,
Initially, when I was looking at it,
I've watched a review on this, so I'll take the fuck you pinstripes out of my.
But I say Hellfire mods. They're just called the Atty Smith, aren't they? But I mean, they're not cheap.
No.
They are not cheap. They are. If you want to buy one direct from the site, they are £432.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ouchie, wow.
They're not even released yet.
British made though, right?
No,
No?
the Atty Smith is. I can't remember where they're from. They're not English. They're European, I
Right.
believe, but they're not English. But yeah, not cheap. But none of their stuff is cheap. So, you know, none of their stuff is cheap. But you know, they make high-end mods.
I quite like the look of it. I do quite like the look of it. It reminds me of very SQ looking, especially with the fuck you pinstriping. But it just looks solid like an SQ device. That's the vibe I'm getting off that big chunk of alley at the top and the bottom. It just reminds me of SQ and it looks quality.
Yeah, I mean, at that price you'd expect quality, you know.
I mean,
Like I said, I've seen a review on it. The machining looked really nice on it.
the machining will be top notch. I mean, absolutely top notch.
It's Greek.
Oh, they're Greek, are they?
They're
Vinny likes it.
Getting it shipped here.
Vinny now likes it.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
No, so they're not even available yet. They're not released until the 18th of October.
Yes, Nick, I agree. It is a bit exciting with the chunks of aluminium at the top and bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely got an XL vibe. It is regulated. There is a screen on the bottom, just so you all know.
Yeah. DNA, I presume?
I believe it's DNA, yes.
At that price, you'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, it should be DNA or die codes, one of the two.
Oh, ye hi.
No. 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 I need to find out what chipset's in it now. Hold on. Oh,
It'll be a
Jesus.
DNA.
DNA 60
Yeah.
board.
DNA 60.
60.
Yeah.
The best of all the DNA chips. DNA 60. Suck my balls. They're not out yet on their website. Sorry, this product's no longer available.
It kept saying die code.
Oh.
So I guess they do both. I guess you can get die codes and DNA.
I'll say the one I'm looking at is £432,
Yeah, it says
including
DNA
VAT.
It says
On the
DNA 60
Hellfire.
board here on this one.
Yeah, I'm on the Hellfire mods itself.
That is quite nice. I do like the look of it.
I'm going very left wing here, but I'm not really a fan of it.
I'm guessing that panel hides where the borrow tank goes.
Yeah, that panel hides where the borrow tank goes. Yeah, that little hole is your juice, so you can see your juice level.
Right.
So that'd be the front. Then you got your button there, your two DNA buttons at the bottom, your screen's on the bottom, and then your
Yeah.
screen's
Yeah.
underneath. And obviously, it doesn't come with a drip tip because you would buy whatever drip tip you wanted. I mean, this company sell drip tips, and their drip tips start at about 40 quid.
Jesus.
So again,
If-
then
If memory serves me correct as well, it's a bit of a bitch to change over the overall on it, like the sort of like
Take the
thing
tank
that
out,
you-
the build out.
Yeah, it's a whole ordeal apparently.
and you have to remember with this, you're paying £432 for the mod. Doesn't come with a bio
Yeah.
tank. Doesn't come with a bridge. Doesn't come with a drip tip.
That's,
I need to go break the seal, guys.
that's a bit much for that, I think.
Yeah, I think Lloydie doesn't like it.
No. Yeah, you just put me. That needs to come with a borrow tank and a bridge. Really does.
They don't make bridges.
So what? Why bring a device out if you don't make a bridge for it?
But I mean,
Yeah,
you buy,
I know companies do that, but
you buy
they
a
shouldn't.
billet, you buy a billet box and it doesn't come with a bridge. Most of them.
Oh, I still want a billet box.
See, I couldn't pay that kind of money on a mod and not be able to use it unless I buy all the parts.
Yeah, but you buy that when you already own stuff. I mean, this is aimed directly at the borrow loving market.
Yeah.
They've already got that shit. Do you know what I mean?
But
This
it is a shrinking market now as well, isn't it? That's
This is aimed directly at the billet box, Delro market. Do you know what I mean? And those people will quite happily pay to have something different.
a very good point, Kev. You do buy a mod with nothing. That's a very valid point.
Yeah, you buy a mech mod, you don't get a fucking RDA with it most of the time. You don't get a build with it. You buy an RDA, you don't get a build in it.
Yeah, but then I don't pay like 430 quid for it either.
Some people do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
exactly.
I do like the look of that device. I do like the look of it. I really like the look of it. It looks solid, and
Yeah,
just-
so it's aluminium, titanium, Delrin, and mineral class, the materials that go into making it.
nice.
So you're talking high end materials here.
It is pushing my buttons.
So
It is pushing my buttons.
I'm assuming that the whole top there is made from titanium, and the bottom, and I'm assuming the battery cap, because that looks a slightly different colour, is Ali
Yeah.
to make your contact. I'm assuming the buttons are all titanium, and I mean that's going to cost a lot to
Yeah,
mill,
it is. It is.
to machine. That's not going to be cheap.
Let's have a vote, people. I can imagine where two people might put this and the other two might not. Chris,
Uncle.
Lloyd,
Uncool.
Josh.
Cool.
Ooh, you see, I was going to go Sub-Zero.
Cool. Because it's aimed at a very particular market.
It's very niche. Yeah, good point. I'll go cool as well because I don't want you to go uncool.
Now I've been putting it down to
It goes to the
Reviewers.
first vote. Kev's gone Sub-Zero.
That came up before you'd actually voted winner.
Doesn't matter.
Well, you got to make him type it
know.
again. He's got to put it sub again.
Dilly gaff.
It goes cool because Sub-Zero is over. So it goes
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Nick did it anyway. Cool.
I might change my opinion on that. It might go up, but for me, at the minute, it's aimed at a very niche market. And like you said,
Cool is spelled SHIT, BUCKET.
I mean, it's just really not my style of vaping.
No, it's
Yeah,
not,
it's not my style.
Have you still
But-
got that little
But you,
mod?
but you like single coil, so you'd love it.
Not this one.
No, your little wooden one.
My little wood.
I'm a
Yeah.
real mod. Anyway,
Yeah, I've still got it, but because there's a squonk, I've got fuck all for it to go on.
we've got one more.
I mean, I've got that one that Josh
We've,
sent. I
we've,
don't
we've got
like
one more. We've got our vape personality of the week.
Ooh.
Ooh. Now this week,
Yeah,
it's,
get ready for Vinny to be gushing everywhere.
this week it's the one. It's the only. It's Tony B.
it.
I've got a lot of time for Tony. Well, he had a lot of time for me. You know, I met Tony when I was literally just started out as a vapor reviewer. And yeah, he gave me some good advice and we became friends from there. You know, yeah, I'm going to be completely biased with this one. Completely biased. And he is the king of squat after all as well.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean,
much
yeah.
more than that. It's like he loves his billets. He absolutely loves his billets.
And his barbecues.
And his skateboards. And his e-scooters. He's got that much stuff he reviews on different channels and everything. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The amount of
that's-
free
you-
shit the man must get is immense.
you are bang on the right direction there, Kev. He is the true gentleman of vaping.
Yeah.
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 He's an
Yeah,
absolute
to give me the
true-
time of day.
He's an
No
absolute
fucker
true,
else would.
honest gen. I mean,
Although,
he brought Squonk into the masses. You know,
was anybody else triggered when somebody went and said he's an American Vic?
It's only the hat type thing, isn't it? You know, it's like people say I look like him. I can't fucking see that. Jesus Christ, the poor bastard looks better than I do.
I know, but just when you were listing off like different channels and that, it's like Vic's got a tech channel.
Yeah, Vic
Has it?
does tech, doesn't he?
Vic's got an I like dick channel. That's what he's got. Anyway,
No, I love Tony B. He's such a chill guy.
When he was on the show, he was a really great guest.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that
fantastic
show.
guest, and you can just tell how he comes across. He just really enjoys what he does, and he's got a lot of time for people that have time for him, and I think he's got a lot of time for people that probably don't have time for him as well. Do you know what I mean? He's just,
Yeah, I think he's got time for everybody,
He's
regardless of the views on
Yeah.
it.
he's just a general all-round great guy, and he's the type of guy that I'd love to sit in a bar with and just have a pint with and just fucking talk to.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not far what I got off the expo. I met him. He was, yeah. And then to actually talk to me after it through emails and everything else that we did, and then come on the show and the channel, and yeah. I'm hoping he should be on for the expo as well. I'm hoping he might have something to show us. A world exclusive as well. So that's a bit of a news drop there. It's not confirmed yet, but hopefully it could be.
Stop waking up
no,
in the morning.
I really enjoyed like his Pulse mod that he made.
It was all right, yeah.
Um,
Especially for how cheap it was as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Craig,
yeah.
Craig
You
said
know,
I would let him touch me.
He'd be so gentle.
In that picture I put up, he's got a kind of Thanos vibe about him, isn't he? Like,
He has got a bit of a Thanos vibe there. It's quite dark, isn't it?
yeah, I
man?
know. I just thought it was a good picture of someone I could find that looked decent, which wasn't just him on his channel, if that makes sense. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Fun fact: his pulse paired with a Wotofo profile got my mate staying on vaping. He was ready to stop because he was just not enjoying mix anymore. Told him try this.
The version 1 Pulse has got to be one of the best selling mods of all time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
it was a great mod. Great mod.
I mean,
Do you know what's
used
really
that.
funny?
It's definitely the biggest selling Squonker of all time. Has to be.
Oh yeah,
Has to be.
I actually won a cloud comp using a Pulse V1.
Yeah, it's a great wee mod. There's
What build did you have in it? 0.001.
It was a tad low.
That does not surprise
and
me.
Unfortunately, I couldn't use that said squonk again afterwards because something melted inside it.
But luckily, there was only 20 quid at the time, so you could buy another one pretty easily.
I had 3 at the time, Chris.
Well, there you go. Just change the doors out, and nobody be any wiser.
I think everyone here. I've owned a few. I know Vinny's owned a few. Lloyd's definitely owned a few. Chris has owned one. I'm pretty much sure most people in the chat have owned at least one because it was that sort of thing you went and bought. You're like, fuck me, is that price? I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still buy it new now for about £12.
I think it came as a kit or as a standalone mod as well.
Yeah, they did.
So it was like you had that sort of whole kit experience, or just I just want a new mod experience.
My favourite one was that acid green one that they had, where it was like a black frame.
Yeah,
with
and the green doors.
Yeah, that and the matching RDA. That was really nice.
Yeah. In my eyes, Tony's is a legend and a proper gent. God, this is where we go. What the glasses again, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I haven't written down.
For me, he is literally one peg off Grim.
Zero hero. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going demigod for Vinny then.
Yeah, demigod.
I'd put him there too.
Me too.
Very, very, very high demigod.
I mean, the thing is, I don't think anybody touches Grim. I don't think there's anybody in the community that touches Grim because Grim is different league to everybody else in my eyes.
Yeah.
Just even seeing Grim at the weekend at Houston.
Just his level of content he puts out. He puts out content pretty much every day.
And it's not just his content; it's the quality of that content.
Yeah, the content. Yeah.
It's. I can only dream of getting anywhere near that standard.
No one's going to do it because you couldn't get to that level now.
No,
but nobody could get to that level now.
No. I mean, you can buy the equipment to sound and look like him, but you're not going to get to the Grim level,
No. I can dream. To be honest, I'd settle with getting their flat cap.
We like Gaz. We like
flat
Gaz.
cap. Flat cap's reviews. His whole thing is really, really good. I love him. These reviews.
I did ask him to come on the expo, but he's not got back to me, which is unlike him.
That's a fuck off.
He came on the show. Why wouldn't he come on the expo? Like, fuck, I remember these fuckers.
Oh, yeah, are we agreed Tony goes demigod then?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already been written down as demigod.
Cool. Right. Well, that's the call all for this evening. Has anybody got any Room 101 business this evening? Yeah, I have, actually.
I know it.
I can know what it is.
Just eat.
So, Yeehee chips.
Bastard, you beat me to the punch. I was going to tell you your own Room 101.
This is how delayed it is. My bumper for Room 101's just started.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
Mine
was just finishing when he shouted Yeehee chips.
Yeehee chips. They have
He's
no
only
place.
Vinny's lag is that bad. He's actually only just cashing on the start of the show.
Well, because obviously I'm in the Weirby with you, so I'm not. But I've got the YouTube there to see the cool wall shit.
That's what we're on about.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeehee chips.
Has anyone else had a Yeehee chip apart from Josh?
I've had a Yeehee chip.
Yeah, you've still got one, haven't you?
Yeah.
What do you think of the chip, Chris?
It's not as bad as he's making out. Yeah. Yes, it's a bit complicated, but it's not that complicated. I mean, if an idiot like me can work it out, surely he could do it, who works with bloody expensive tech all day.
I do work with expensive tech all day.
I think Chris is calling you out, Josh.
He is.
You know what I mean? So,
I think Chris is saying that Josh can't work this chip.
Yes, exactly what I'm saying. I mean, as I said, if an idiot like me can work it out and figure it out, he surely could.
Oh, that's got to hurt his ego, mate.
But it's true.
I don't have an ego.
Fuck off.
Reluctantly said.
I love the big stupid brain after saying that.
Gods like me don't have egos.
I mean, yeah, okay, it's not the most hard-hitting chip out there.
No, it doesn't hit well. It's laid out shit. The button configuration is shit. The chip configuration is shit.
The button, obviously going through the menus is a bit awkward and not the most easiest, but it's still not stupidly hard to work out.
No, it's stupid. Because you'll hit one button and it'll go somewhere completely different to where it went last time. It's fucking all over the place.
Not with mine.
What chip did they use in that G class? That one that sold like really fucking well.
Yeehee.
Is that Yeehee? Because I got a shot of that one and
SX
when I was in
always
Vaporoni. So okay then. So I've used one, and it was better than standard chips.
And there are different chips. There are obviously different ones. There's fucking there's SX 350Js and SX 250Js, and fucking they all vary, but they're all shit.
See, I don't know if we can put this in 101.
I don't think we should.
I mean, I used one and it was better than a standard like chip. You know, like whatever was in a smock or whatever, like a smock chip.
I'm trying to find out which. Although, if I'm being completely honest, I do trust Josh's judgment more than I do Chris's.
Mine uses the Yeehee SX530 chip, and I don't find that too complicated.
I don't think it's the complication that Josh has got a gripe with.
No, he has.
I don't know what is your
entire thing.
It's the something around thing. You can press a button and it'll go completely the opposite way it's supposed to go.
I reckon.
I've not got integral with it. I've only just pressed the fire button.
It might be the fact. So right, when it comes to chipsets, right, DNA have it nailed. Fucking Evolve have it nailed down. They almost made the perfect chip. Does that make sense? Like the way it works, how simple it is to use, the customization on it. It's simple as fuck and it works and it hits really well. I'm not saying that all DNA chips are made equal because they're not. Like, I still stand by that a DNA 60 chip at 45 watts hits much better than a DNA 250C chip at 45 watts.
I don't know exactly what you mean there. And it does.
It does, yeah. And that's why, for me, a DNA 60 chip... And fair enough, a DNA 60 chip's pretty boring. It doesn't do much. But as a chip goes, for vaping, it's pretty much fucking bang on. Or a DNA 75. DNA 75 colour is probably the perfect chip because it hits well and you've got all the colour screen and the customization if you want to do that. But the Yeehee chips are just wank. They're overcomplicated. The menus are fucking weird. And I know people will say the same about die codes as well. And the die code chip's much more complicated than the Yeehee chip. Not much more complicated. No, much more complicated than the DNA chip. But a die code chip hits better than a DNA chip.
See, it's swinging me around there, Lloyd. I'm starting to go yes here.
Yeah, coming from a guy that probably the only person on the panel that's used all three chips yet. So I feel the only person here that's used the die codes.
Out of those three, I've literally only used the Yeehee. I've never had a DNA. never had the money.
Get a DNA and then use your fucking Yeehee. Go, what the fuck is going on here?
But I mean,
Yeah, I'm willing to say yes, Lloyd. I think we're the sort of casting votes here because obviously one side and one's the other.
Yeah, I mean, I'll judge the judgment, or I'll go with the judgment of Josh has used all 3 chips.
Yeah.
I go with him, but I mean, all I can say is I've used the Yeehee chip on a G class, but only fired it, and it fired a lot quicker than like whatever mod it was. I think it was the Gia actually.
Yeah,
You'd be showing me like compared to a Gia.
proprietary
So
chips. So, I mean, proprietary chips, you get good ones, you get bad ones. So, like, one of the best proprietary chips I've ever come across is the Dovpo chip. I think it's fucking amazing. The Gene chip from Voopoo, it pains me to say it because I'm not a big Voopoo fan, but it's a very good chip. You know, but there's some shit ones.
well, he must have showed me it against a really shit one because the fire time was a lot quicker on the Yeehee chip. But again, that's all I've done is I've only fired it.
And again, so DNA will do like all your temp control and your fucking replay and shit like that. If you really want to get into that, then that's where you probably do. Yeehee chips are really made for temp control.
Yeah.
Same really as a Dico's chip. I mean, Dico's do
which is why I've not used one because I don't. Temp control doesn't interest me in the slightest.
Dicodes actually have their own complete blend and specific wire that you can buy to run on the Dico's chips, and it's a completely different blend of materials to any other wire on the market. But it's designed specifically for the best temperature control vape you can get. Do you know what I mean? But I've never met anybody in my life that vapes temp control ever. No. And I've been tempted to try it. But it's going to be like learning to vape again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I've got to go, well, hold on, what's a good temperature? Like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do? And I know you can get it, so the whole point of temp control is you'll never get a dry hit and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's so clever. But shit.
Put a pain in the ass.
But once you've got it set, it's set, right? You've got it set, you have it how you like it, it's done. But you have to go through that experimentation. And I know it's bigger in Europe, like you see it a lot in Germany and you see it a lot in like Greece and stuff like that. It's all temp control. I just like watch vaping, but then you do get dry hits and you will burn out cotton quicker and you will fuck coils quicker. If you vape temp control, you can make a coil and cotton last you for weeks.
It's going in 101. Fucking hell, someone shut him up.
yes, it's going in 101. But can I also just say, you didn't have this issue with Mex.
Yes,
you have that issue with Mex. You dry hit.
No, but you didn't have the whole chip fucking debate.
No, you don't. You don't. But you've got how good is your fucking battery?
Yeah, exactly. It means
how good is your build?
Buy some Molly cells and you're fine.
There's no adjustability. Yeah. There's no adjustability. That's the only thing.
Yeah, there is.
There is higher arms, lower arms.
Yeah, in your build.
Yeah.
But if my build slightly differs, I can up or lower the wattage.
I don't care about that. Oh, a bit of power.
Yeah, but if you ever put a build in a mech and go, fuck, this is shit. Because you have.
Yeah, because I built it wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I took it out. Took a wrap off each coil. Sorry.
I'm not arguing against mechs. I fucking love mechs.
Has Vinny gone to drain the lizard?
Yeah, he's probably about to take a big shite.
Yeah, temp control is one of those things that needs a lot of. So let's go room one. Did anybody else have room one business?
No, I don't think I do.
I've got Just Eat I want to put in there. Cunts.
You can't put Just Eat in 101, Chris.
Right, and McDonald's.
You can't put them in either.
So vaping.
Why did you live on them? I'm in there.
You put McDonald's in there, I can never have McDonald's again. You put Just Eat in there, I can never order a Just Eat again. It's not going in.
Done.
Next.
Cool. Questions from the chat. Questions from the chat.
Questions from the chat.
question time, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying.
Questions.
Yeah. We're not really starting off with a question. We're starting off with a statement from Kev. He's with me. What the we're in the alternative universe where he's the reverse fucking Morpheus. The chat is agreeing with me.
No,
I
I'm
love-
Morpheus from Wish.
You are Morpheus from Wish.
We've entered the porkiest fucking dimension.
Are you colourblind, Morpheus, as well? Take this, whatever colour pill this is.
Take one of the pills. I can't remember which one
If you
does
take
which.
whichever colour pill this is, it could be the other way around. Hold on. Just
No,
pick
actually,
one,
I'm not
mate.
colourblind.
Just pick a pill, any pill.
Questions you want to
Isn't
see
that
that
what they
raised?
used to say in raves back in the 90s? Take a pill, any pill.
Yeah, do you want Mitzies? Do you want fucking Pac-Mans? What do you want?
I've got a question. It sort of came up in the
No, Kev, I haven't seen
BST
that.
group that I'm in.
So, the Abyss, they've gone Delrin, DNA 60, and opened the size up sticker
Yes,
25.
they have.
Have they done a DNA 60 Abyss?
Yes, it's not out. It's coming.
Oh, I might have to buy one.
Vinny sounds like he's getting one.
Thank you very much for putting
Yeah,
a
he's probably got
fucking
one for free as well.
decent chipset in it.
Yeah, no price released yet.
Oh, well, Mitzi Turbo was the dog's dicks. Gotta love a Mitzi Turbo. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so
Lloyd,
so
go
my question was, it came up in the BST groups that I'm in on Messenger, and there was shops that try and like shy away from like rebuildable or mixed. And then I sort of came up with a statement saying that there's a shop near me who uses the excuse that they can't get the insurance for RDAs because
No.
I know,
The reason
I
That's
know,
bollocks.
and
there's a couple of reasons why. There's a couple of reasons why shops won't stock mechs and RDAs. One, because it's not their client demographic, right? It's not their client demographic. So to sell fucking geek bars and elf bars and fucking pods and shit like that is easy. You just have to stock those items and the replaceable items. You could literally know fuck all about vaping and sell that.
yeah,
Right? When it comes to
approved by
mechs,
the local corner shops.
yeah, exactly. So also, mechs and RDAs aren't big money earners unless you're very specialist in it, and people are gonna. And this is why, like, unless you're local to one of these big shops like me, my old local shop, Flavor Vapor, used to sell a shitload of mechs and a shitload of RDAs. But then that side of vaping sort of dropped off, and they don't, like, they have a few now, but it's all just old stock because it just stopped selling for them, and people were coming in and buying regulators, and now people are just going in and buying fucking disposables.
Yeah,
They're like, all we sell all day, every day is fucking disposables to people.
yeah. So
you get the odd person come in and buy some nice juice and a regulator mod, but it's like we don't get asked for that anymore. So
That's where.
Yeah, I mean,
Go on.
the same shop that I was talking about, they used to sell RDAs because they used to have somebody that would be in the back that would make the coils up to sell with them. So it was a sort of buy an RDA, you would get a set of coils, and it used to be a moneymaker for them.
So
because,
they had someone with the knowledge to do that then, Lloyd? Because a lot of shops don't either.
yes, and and then they got rid of them, and then they were like, oh, someone wants to buy this RDA, and then they would phone up like the other shop, and they'd be like, this person's got to come into you, and you're going to put a build in for. I was like, I put one build in like 5 years ago. I don't know how to do this to a customer. So he basically then made up the lie saying, "Can I get the insurance for it?" Because he's just he hires people that doesn't know how to do it.
not so much of RDAs, but especially with mech mods. The other thing you've got to think is it's a lot of outlay. So
Yeah,
if you want to have yourself a good selection of mechs, generally mechs aren't cheap. You can get cheap mechs, but they're shit. And be honest, most people don't really want them. Like if you're into mechs, you're generally buying higher mechs. So you might have to go, well, I hate to use this, but say Purge for example, right? If you want to stock a decent selection of range of mechs from Purge, you've got to buy probably 10 different lines. You've maybe got to buy a couple of colorways, and all of a sudden you're looking even at cost, you're still looking at laying out a couple of £1,000,
a couple of grand at least,
and then there's that chance they're just going to sit there because someone might walk in, and the people that want mechs are going to go, I want that mech, but that's not the colorway I want, so I'm not going to buy that one. Or I want that one, but do you know what I mean? Or I don't want that version, I want the other version. Or I want that brand, but I don't want that mech. Do you know what I mean? So,
and I think that's the biggest issue with the mech industry.
And
I really do.
Yeah. And I mean, I get the whole argument with mechs, and you can also say that you didn't want one of your clients coming out and who doesn't know like mechs and doesn't know battery safety and likely to blow themselves up. But to use that excuse when you sell only regulated mods, and then to use that same excuse to, well, someone might blow themselves up on a regulated mod where it'll say check atomizer or atomizer short. It's a bit shit.
It is shit. It is shit.
No, it's a bad excuse. It is a bad excuse, but I mean, if at least he's doing the right thing, he's like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to sell them.
Yeah, I know.
That is a good point.
But just saying,
he had someone though. He had someone. That was the worst part.
Just saying,
chances are, Lloyd probably wasn't making money having him there with that knowledge.
No, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, he'd sell them an RDA, then he'd sell them like 4 pairs of coils, and then he'd sell them like 100 quid's worth of juice, plus a new mod to go with a nice shiny RDA that he just bought. You know, that boy could rack up like £300 in sales from someone just coming in looking for a £40 RDA.
Yeah.
So my very local shop, and I won't mention the name tonight. I literally walked past it on the way from work. It's 2-minute walk from my work, and I know both the guys that work in there. One of them's they're both good friends of mine, but one of them's a really good friend of mine. And I walked in there today after work because I saw one of them was there. I was like, oh, how you doing? New car, like your new car, blah, blah, blah. Having a chat, just chatting away. And they're like, right, we're going to go to the pub.
Sorry, I broke the seal.
And they were going to a very known student pub called St Anne's Well, and it's just full of fucking students. And he got a box out and he filled it full of geek bars. I was like, what are you doing? He goes, I'm taking them to the pub. I was like, what do you mean taking them to the pub? Like, I'm going to sell them in the pub.
Jesus.
And he was like, I go down there, because the owners are friends of his anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and he's like, I just go down there, and he probably took, 50 disposables? And he's like, I'll sell all of these in an hour, being in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
See,
like, what?
they have the place, but I'm starting. Yeah.
I don't like them.
No, I don't. But then
they have the place, yes, but
both of them were in there. And they were both like, one of the guys I know was on a very good team and stuff like that, and he's like, well, I love this. Like, this new one, the flavour's great. Do you know what I mean? It's just easy. I can.
See, that's the big difference now. They've actually got the flavours sorted out in them.
They don't mind me vaping it in the pub because it's not really cloudy.
Yeah.
Like, I can get my nick hit. I'm good. Like, because I've still got my mech mod on me, but in the pub I can't vape that.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can sit there, I can stand, I can have my pint, I can play some pool, and I can vape on this. They don't mind it, but I can't pull out my fucking mech mod and vape it in the pub.
No.
So
another thing I have noticed as well, back when I started vaping and I moved from regulated and started to use mech mods, there were people that were in the shop that used to hang out. They'd go in, buy the regular juice and that lot, but they'd hang in there for a couple of hours, just chatting away to the people that worked in the shop, or the people that came in. You made friends. You just it was a great social thing, and that's where you sort of learn. And that I noticed when TPT came in, that dropped right off, especially at the shop that I used to go to, and it wasn't
make that much of a difference, though, Chris. Really.
Well, no, the shop I used to go to, they started trying to get people out the door as quick as possible because they didn't want the shop to look too full.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I come
that's
across
what.
that.
Sorry. So I went from like a year to Vaporoni, where they sort of encourage you to sort of stick about
Yeah.
pre-COVID. You know, they wanted that community in the shop and that, you know, it was really weird. You know, I'd always feel like I had to get myself out there as quick as possible.
You see, I always think a busy shop brings in more customers because people see people in there and
Yeah.
they're like, "Ooh, why are they
Yes.
in there?"
Again, another one of the
It was-
shops I used to go into. They used to run like nights. They were like, "Well, we're staying open late, and we'll just get people
Yeah,
in. And
yeah.
it's just a chill and hang out, and we'll get some beers, and everyone can just chat and." Do you know what I mean? It was a great little way to meet people and chat
Like
about
an
what you've
expo
got.
vibe,
And, yeah,
in a way.
and show off what you've got new and stuff like that. And people used to love it. And I remember
Yeah.
going to the first one, it was mental, and then they just got slowly quieter and quieter and quieter until eventually just nobody turned up for them anymore. And they used to run like competitions and give away free shit, and they still did that, but people became less and less interested in it. It was it was an odd thing, but it was
Yeah.
such fun. Do you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and there might have only been 10 of you in there, but it was great. Oh, what have you? Oh, I'm vaping this, and blah, blah, blah. It was just good to
See,
hang out with people.
When I still worked at a shop, I said, why don't you host like an open night? You can stay up late, chuck everyone 20% like discount that turns up. And his response was, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving anybody
Back in a sec,
20%
guys.
like in my money. It was basically his
Yeah, I mean,
saying behind it.
It's the wrong
I was
way.
like,
To see,
but that's
it's the wrong way to see
that's-
business, though.
Yeah,
Complete wrong way.
I know.
I mean, there used to be a very active cloud comp scene in shops on evenings and things like that. It was huge, but not quite as big as it is in the States. But there was an active cloud comp league and things like that went on. I mean, that all died before COVID, if we're honest. I know a lot of people use COVID as the excuse of killing that, but that kind of killed the night scene in shops as well because people would turn up for the comps. I've been to comps before where there's 40, 50 people turned up just to comp. And then there's people with them. There's been people out on the street, can't even get in the shop.
Yeah, and that whole side has gone. It's just disappeared.
Yeah, completely out. So what's with 25 years for juice in glove box? What are you on about, Kev? Yeah, the cloud comp thing on Facebook has
Oh,
come back.
Evening King.
Yeah,
Seen your
it's
comments.
coming back.
Yeah, the college DNA didn't go down that well.
No.
Yeah, does anyone know what the 25 years for juicing glove box is?
No.
No.
Not a clue.
Expand, Kev.
Come on, Kev, it's all on you.
And-
All
and-
eyes on Kev.
And King, you are correct. There is a difference between voltage and wattage mode, 100%.
Yes. Which is why I use most of my regulators now in voltage mode.
If you want to know about voltage mode, go and watch some Jay Hay reviews because he only vapes voltage mode, generally. And
Right now. In voltage mode.
and he uses massive builds, which look like they shouldn't fire, but you ramp the voltage up, and that's how you get the power through them.
Yeah.
The wattage won't do that. You can crank the wattage right up, but it's never right. The voltage mode is very different.
Never really used voltage mode, to be fair.
It's a purer way of using a regulator.
But see the Dovpo chip, voltage mode is banging on the Dovpo chip.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I'm just trying to see if this Lost Vape's got it.
Yeah, English lad been jailed for 25 years in Dubai for illegal vape juice in his car. Yes, because vaping's illegal in Dubai. That's the reason why. And Dubai take their stuff very, very seriously. They've arrested people. They've arrested people for traces of marijuana in their blood that have come from the States, where it's illegal, where it's completely legal to smoke it, and they've come over there for a holiday and they've had traces of it and they've been arrested and jailed. So, yeah, Dubai's a shit house for it.
Restricted direct to on voltage mode.
Oh. I don't think. No, I'm not changing this to voltage mode. Fuck that shit.
That's quite nice.
I just stick to my 45 watts. It's fine.
See, you got higher than me. I don't go that high normally.
Yeah, my builds are my builds are probably a little bit higher than yours.
Yeah, mine at 0.3.
Yeah, this is a 0.48.
Yeah.
My builds went from 0.3 to 0.37 since the start of the show.
That's probably because of the heat.
Yeah, I mean, if he's in Dubai, he will definitely get
It's
help,
it's the mod, mate.
and they'll sort it out. But Dubai are notorious for it. Notorious for it.
Which is really weird though, because they had that big vape around the wards in Dubai
Yeah.
on that super yacht. Obviously, I'm guessing they may have gone into the international waters.
Yeah, they can get around stuff like it, but they don't like it. They don't like it.
Tobacco's absolutely huge over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I started using geek bars. I really enjoyed them, but I also burnt through 2 in one day. So you know.
Jesus Christ!
What was you doing? Just using it as a respirator?
No, I was using them as restricted direct lung.
Well,
I think I've got a little bit
this-
left in this one.
This is what happens. So when you come from like a mech mod to something, you just go at it and go at it and go at it because it's just like you're forgetting how
That's what
much.
you do.
Because it's like a nice flavour.
No, the flavour's fucking banging for them.
Yeah, but
See,
Kev,
I've
see if
never
you can
tried
get
one.
Ke-
And I
and,
never
Kev,
will.
and Kev, both things. Sorry, Kev's
See if
like.
you can get this one, just as a short fill, I'd fucking vape it all day.
Don't say that
So-
on the expo
so-
when
so-
they come on.
so
Please.
Kevin-
I'm doing it. I tweeted them. They ignored
To
me.
be honest with you, mate, some of their juices are really, some of the flavours are really good, and if they just released them as short fills, mate, or even 10ml bottles, I think they'd sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that blueberry sour raspberry is fucking phenomenal. I loved it. But now it's just burnt cotton, so.
Kev
I've
says
never tried them and I never will.
Kev says his builds went from series mech to 35 watt single coil. What the fuck is that all about? But both, what you got to remember is both will offer you amazing flavour, but a different style. So
Yeah. And I still can't get over single coil's been that good.
single coil was
Anymore.
largely untapped in this in LXV until I decided to go fuck it.
Yeah, it was. And now look at the fucking state of us.
The only problem is like these, like look, you can get decent single coil stuff, not expensive, but you can also pay a lot more for it than you can for a lot of other stuff, which is the
Yeah.
problem because lots of it's very high end and very niche. So
Yeah. Yeah, single coil is very much looked on as the high end stuff, isn't it?
yeah,
Is it?
Even though there's a ton of cheap.
I like the mod.
I don't know. I don't know.
is it? Is it? I don't really know. Is it?
Not really. Not really.
I mean, there's the holy trinity of RTAs for me. KHW Dwarf,
I just feel inferior now because I've got
Tripod,
one.
Smoker Saw Typhoon GT4. Sorry, Kev.
Got a lot to answer for,
He's
Josh.
definitely the one to blame for my single coil.
And there you go. There's 2 die codes right there. 2 die codes chips. That's an actual die codes. And that's a limelight with a die codes.
Yeah,
Kev,
we're all
Kev-
blaming Josh.
Kev, you need a limelight, brother.
There's about 4 of us that blame you for single coil vaping, Josh. At
Like,
least 4 of us.
this limelight never usually leaves my hand. The white one is just generally on me in some capacity all the time.
Yeah, I just love dual coil too much. I love the power, especially on
No,
the mech.
I love it as well, but like I've got both right here.
I really can't wait for my Christmas present.
Great.
What's your Christmas present, Chris?
An overkill.
You know, that blue raz in that 45 watts just overpowered the flavour of that. Which is sad
Bloody hell.
watching my cookie in series.
Because it's an RTA, mate. RTAs are shite.
No, you just can't wick.
I can wick.
Yeah, just not very well.
Can you wick though? Can you
I
wick?
can
you?
wick.
Do you
I
even
can
wick, bro?
Yeah, we can have
I
it, yeah,
will.
that's for sure.
Oh, by the way, Vinny, thank you for your very awesome shout out that I can't wick on your golden Greek.
You know, honestly, Lloydie, I sent you an RDA pre-coil, pre-wicked.
Yeah, it's still on the mod.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he dare not
Um,
touch the wick or anything or use it in case, like, when he comes to re-wick it, it just doesn't work again.
Yeah, you are right.
No,
Kennedy.
no, I just can't be asked re-wicking it because
You don't know how to.
no.
it's not
The
difficult.
wick's fine. It's the coil that's the issue.
Just clean it.
So you're trying to say Josh's coils are crap?
No, I've just got a
It
bit
wa-
of gunk on it. I can't be asked.
It was
deal with
it was a slightly pre-used coil because
Yeah.
Well, if they're anything to do, if they're Andy's coils, that should be perfectly fine.
they weren't Andy's coils because I don't get singles from Andy. Well, I mean, I've got plenty of wire shots from
so-
Andy.
Hey,
I'm
but
definitely
when
going to have to
Chris
hit
up,
you up for some of them.
you're not getting them.
Andy wire shots.
Yeah, Josh in freezing, mate. Oh, there you go.
Loads of them. But even the Andy wire shots, I still can't coil like Andy can.
It's getting that tightness just right. That's
Yeah,
the
he
key.
just does it, man. He's just oh shit.
Is there no chance of him coming back?
Uh,
The coils.
maybe at some point. I mean, he's still got all his
I
stuff.
am. I'm dangerously running out of coils, and I need to buy from someone rather than go to someone.
He's still
I
got all
know.
his stuff, but I mean, like, you know, he's just been through some troublesome times recently.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think he will come back. I think he will do. Because he enjoys doing it as well as everything else.
Yeah.
If
That's
he
half
does
the
come
battle.
back, buy as many as you can as quick as you can.
yeah,
My advice?
I mean, the guy does. I mean, I've tried a lot of coils, and I still will say that Andy's coils are the best coils I've ever tried.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've not tried mine, Josh.
And, you know, it's just and like I've had loads with like Ariel, like was just like Andy's coils are just something else because it's just how tight he gets those wraps, but they don't
Yeah.
fold, they don't twist, they don't. And like I've tried
Yeah.
coils from a lot of other coil builders, you know, a lot of respected coil builders, and they're just not the same.
Yeah.
They're just not the same.
To have a pair of frame staples that last for like 18 months is crazy.
And that's Andy's problem. His coils are too good; they just don't die. Like,
We see, I'd be his perfect customer because I don't like reusing coils. Once it comes like after a month, I'm like, just change it.
that's the thing, mate. Like he's like you just dry burn them, get them
Yeah.
hot, run them under a bit of water, and they're good as new. And they go like that for
See,
ages and ages and ages, and they hit the
See,
same.
I'm still that person that's like, fuck it, I'll just get a new setting.
Yeah, no, you can do. But
I'm a coil builder.
I do that when they send me 30 sets.
the thing is, I would quite happily buy a pair of Andy's coils used.
Yeah.
If someone says I've only used these for a month, I'm like, fuck me, I've still got fucking good 12 months out of those fuckers yet. I'll have them.
You've no seen a pair of my coils after a month, mate.
Mate, trust me.
They're fucked.
But,
And down to one wire.
but even
Caramel custard,
I
fucking
mean,
wire brushed.
I was one of those people that used to like. I would clean my coils. I'd run some juice for it, go changing juice, and wick would come out, and they'd get cleaned every time. So if you look after them,
I've not had a crackle for a while.
yeah, you get crackle.
Oh, yeah, you get crackle.
Even in that, I mean, one of them is.
Yeah, no, this is the best I've got. This is not great.
And mine's in an RTA, you know. So anyway, Any more questions?
I think all the questions have come from me and there's not been a single question.
I had a question for one. I can't remember what the hell it was.
That's all right then.
I seriously cannot remember.
No, well, I mean, I'll try my best to get Andy back making some coils. And Andy only uses premium wire as well, you know, kidney punch or twisted messes.
Yeah.
So. But the thing is, he can afford to use it because he doesn't fuck up.
Yeah.
And he uses a jeweler's drill.
Yeah, that I
Like,
looked
his
at that.
fucking
They are
drill is
not
insane. Foot operated pedal. It runs a fucking something stupid like fucking 3,000 RPM, or like fucking ridiculously quick, much quicker than any fucking hand drill goes. But that's the skill involved, isn't it? You know, you can do that no problem. And I've been sat there like back in the day, I was sat there like, and he's got his phone up, just talking to me. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking just making coils, not even looking what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like he's just chatting away to me, and yeah, he's like, that's that done, and he's got like a fucking.
Take a look at the Delrin Abyss and the DNA 60. It looks nice.
I was waiting for Josh's eyes to get to that bit then. I was just waiting for him to get to that.
Are there pictures of it, are there?
Yeah, it's in the sewage, the Vapors Cloud.
This DNA 60, let's have a look. Also, Mike Vapes has had one. And what the fuck is a DNA 60 with a Type-C charging port?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Don't know how.
No, that's not... That's
Right.
not right.
Josh, mate, this is your warning. I'm sharing.
That's the Abyss AOI 60 watt kit.
Oh wait, have I got the wrong one up?
Doesn't
That's
say
not DNA.
Doesn't say DNA anywhere. And I'll tell you now, that material's definitely not Delrin.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's
That's
not
not
either.
it either. I know you're just looking at me searching for it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's how you change the actual chip in the Abyss.
I'm just going to go on the Vapors Cloud website.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
I really want a Valkyrie as well.
I think I spelled that wrong. I have. Bastard.
All he is that. Yeah, Type C.
Was it Vapors Cloud?
Yeah.
I'm looking for it myself as well.
I can't find a picture of it. Someone send me a picture. Hogs. Go away.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Right.
It's on the Facebook. It's not on the website.
Oh, hold on. Abyss AIO. Let's check the right fucking thing first.
Oh, you only see my fucking Facebook. No way.
No, I can't see it. I can just see the standard one. Oh, hold on. Let's try the now introducing section. No, that's their new payment method. Fuck that shit. Someone just send me a picture of it, will you?
Yeah, Kev's on it. Kev's going to send you a picture.
Cheers, Kev. Love you.
I think it is the Facebook page. That's what Kev was saying. Facebook Abyss site. Wonder if it's that Abyss fan club that there is. Wonder if it's on there.
Yeah, I'm just looking under. I can't see anything. That one.
Anyway, is there any more questions? Questions?
I'm trying to think what I had. I can't remember. I can't remember. So are we going to have a little after show, chaps?
You guys
I'm
can
going
do.
for it.
I'm going to disappear because I got work early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to hang around a bit. I've got a large amount of beer still.
Yeah. I'll leave you guys in. I'll leave one of you in control. That's fine.
I've got it anyway, Josh, I think, because I'm on yours.
Yeah, you're on the whereby. Yeah, so you've got control. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah, DNA chips and USB-C. I didn't think it was a thing because they always said we can't do it, but maybe they found
Obviously
a
they
way.
can.
Seemingly so, because the Mike Vapes review said Type C on it.
To be honest with you, not that it makes any fucking difference, because you charge your fucking battery through your fucking mod. You're an idiot. It won't make any difference to fucking upgrading shit. So it doesn't really make a difference. But the thing is, the only way it makes a difference is that everybody's got USB-C now. It's going to be... You know, they passed a law the other day that everything's got to have USB-C, like phones and stuff.
Yeah.
And tablets.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. Yeah, it's got to all be compatible. So it's good that DNA that Evolve have done it. And yeah.
So the iPhone 14's got to have USB-C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The iPhone 13's got USB-C.
Every phone's going to have USB-C.
No, it's got lightning cables though, I'm sure.
No, I don't think it is. This law was passed a little while ago. Because all the iPads and stuff have got USB-C. Oh, cheers, Kev. Oh, damn.
Have they? I don't know. I don't own an iPhone, so I don't know.
Josh has seen it.
Oh, damn.
Looks good.
That's sexy as shit. I love the way the picture sent me. The person I can see that liked it is Brent Palmer. He's thinking, oh, more accessory money.
More custom acrylic.
More accessory money.
Sure is it then?
It's difficult to see, but...
Turn the brightness down on your screen.
Nope.
I
It
can't
looks
quite
like an
make it out
abyss.
that way.
It looks
Just
slightly
send it into the
bigger.
chat.
It looks slightly bigger.
The new Valkyrie RTA and the stunning new Stormtrooper White Delrin DNA Abyss.
Kev, send it me over as well, please, mate.
Vapor's Cloud are going to become an absolute fucking powerhouse, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah, and we need to keep friendly with Brian.
We are friendly with Brian. I've got, like, don't get me wrong. I don't love all his products. Don't love all of Vapor's Cloud products, but I like a lot of their products they've done. So.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a USB-C for the iPhone 13.
Yeah.
Sorry. I did look out.
I was going to say, I think my mum's iPhone's got USB-C, and I got that for at least a year ago. So, yeah, I have, Kev. It's beautiful. Thank you, buddy. Oh God. Good job. Good job. Work have started paying out my bonuses again.
And looks at the wife when he says it. Love it.
Yeah, she didn't even bat an eyelid.
She's used to you buying it.
That's it.
Right then, guys. So we wrap it up and we'll do
I like it.
little
If,
after
you,
show.
if I'm going to spunk my money on a new vape, she wants a damn good birthday present. Have you ever had bad birthday presents from me?
Yes.
That's a
It
brilliant.
wasn't rubies. It wasn't rubies. You know.
I don't think so. I always overbuy.
I do the same.
Everybody, feel free to join us in the after show. You do not have to have your camera on; just your voice is fine enough for us. Vinny has posted the link.
I won't be there though. So that's a good
Even
thing
more
for,
reason to join.
That's a good thing for you lot.
Yeah, we've got to say.
Right then, everybody, say goodbye.
Goodbye,
everybody.
Goodbye. Happy birthday. It's your birthday.
Ta-ra a bit.
Jesus Christ.
I know, Jesus Christ. Right, guys, we'll see you all later. Love you all. Cheers for hanging out.
Ta-ra,
See you
a
next
bit.
week.
Bye.
Bye.